Hey, listen up. This is Hans at Listen Up Games with another episode of How to Tone Hole. First up, the latest version of Tone Hole that I would like to share with you. So the main feature of version 1.2 is that you can choose from a bunch of different sounds that will both hopefully delight your ear, give you some variety, and challenge you to listen past timbre. Listening past timbre. Well, what in the world does that mean? Listening past timbre means you're hearing the pitches even though they're masked by different sounds. Many ear training apps just use the MIDI piano sound, which I think sounds terrible. We don't want to always listen as though we are just listening to a piano all the time. And that MIDI piano thing sounds like garbage. So I've designed a number of different sounds, and I've got more coming out for you to use in Tone Hole so that when you play, you can enjoy yourself. All you have to do is open up the sound design icon there, and you can choose a sound. There's a sound, electro bow. Right? There's electro bow, evil buzz, mighty try, pencil protector, plays with blocks. Smooth sailing. I created this so that you can play like it's a meditation. Ooh, striking picks. The League. There's some whistling. Buzz crumbs. Clarinet. Cymbal mallet. Electric bug, which has a real flutter to it. So now version 1.2 of Tone Hole gives you a bunch of different choices of sounds to hear while you're playing the game so that you can continue to confuse your ear a little bit and challenge yourself to hear past timbre. Hearing past timbre, because we know that in the world of music, you've got all sorts of sounds. Some of them are lyrics with meaning. You want to hear past lyrics. You want to be able to hear past timbre. You want to be able to hear past the range in your voice so that your ear is going deep diving into the sounds that you're hearing so that you can understand them. Also, the second big new feature is that Tone Hole will now recommend whether you move on to the next level or repeat a level or even move back. It's much easier to clear a level than it had been, but now Tone Hole will make a recommendation at the end of each round, letting you know whether you should go on to the next level or repeat that level and strengthen up your abilities. Let me show you what I mean. This is a level called Better Batter. For this round, I have it set to The League for the sound. It's going to give me a little bit of confusion, but you'll see there are going to be some indicators at the end that are going to tell me whether I should go on to the next level or whether I should play that level again. There we go. So now you can see that I've got some indicators that are telling me whether I should go on. One of the indicators is right down here. That little circle with the arrow, that's telling me I probably ought to play that again. And I can see by the dots on the right that I cleared the level by 244%. It's pretty good. I did it in 49 seconds, also pretty good. And I got all the tokens right. Like I got all the answers right. So I'm hearing it, but I'm not really going very fast and I'm not going very rhythmically. So I want to work on those to make sure that I've got these intervals totally internalized. So I'm going to play that again. That time I did a lot better. I got all the tones right, so I was 100% on that. And I brought my speed points and my rhythm points up by a good bit. Of course, I increased my full score too. So now Tonehole is telling me, go ahead with its little arrow. So now I can play the warm-up round for Sweet Bouquet. Of course, I could go through the whole game, clearing each one barely, but I wouldn't get the benefit of really anchoring into each level. So that's another way that version 1.2 of Tonehole is going to help you improve your ear to gradually improve the way you hear and understand music.